Welcome to Just Minding My Business Media. I hope you're having an amazing day. And I am so honored to have the founder of DIP on my show because she is definitely in the space that I care about, and that's my hair, and most women care about. So, a little bit about Kate Assaraf. She is the founder of DIP, a sustainability forward hair care company redefining beauty without plastic or pretense. After years in the beauty industry, Kate saw how marketing excluded real women and greenwashed the truth. So she created DIP to do things differently. Wow. Well, welcome to the show. I appreciate you. And tell everybody what DIP does.
Sure. So dip is plastic-free hair care for people that would never try plastic-free hair care, if that explains it. So dip it's really clean formulas and really effective formulas. And the shampoo and conditioner work for all hair types. So, type 1, like straight fine hair, all the way to your hair type, which is type 4 hair. And I obsessed over making them work for an entire family. So say, type 4 and a type 1 hair type have 4 children. That's 6 different hair types, 6 different curl patterns. Dip will work for all of them. So your shower doesn't need to be full of bars.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That could get crazy. Yes, yes. So your products are more organic.
Yeah, they're not organic. They're more I would say clean. And the reason is because I didn't want an all natural product that didn't work. What I wanted was a product that had enough science in it to be effective because I don't think anyone's going to switch to bars unless the formulas are effective. And I'm not scared of science. I'm scared of the things that hurt the earth. So they do have some hair tech in it that makes your hair soft and silky and mostly from plant-based ingredients. But because it's something that you rinse off, I didn't think that the organic was a big part of the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about unlearning corporate consumerism,
Yeah.
which I've unlearned that many moons ago, and
Yeah.
taught my kid to unlearn it with the quickness. So why are we're addicted to fast beauty?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to look beautiful in a hurry.
hmm
And give us your view about that.
So, you know, since I've been in the beauty business since the early 2000s, uh, you've seen this machine of dishonest marketing. And I'm sure it's always been there, but that's when I started. So my first step into the beauty industry behind the scenes was in 2004. And so you just see that there's so much dishonesty, one in showing before and afters that aren't real, or hiring influencers that have never purchased a product, or creating products that are intentionally like filled very little, but in like big plastic packaging. So it deceives the consumer about how much product is actually in there. And I wanted Dip to be the kind of the antithesis of all of that. I wanted it to be a brand where someone could find it and trust it and know that this has been vetted by people all over the country before they bought it themselves.
Okay, and you so right. I just had to write a company because I bought, those little bud things you can put in the washer to make your clothes smell good.
Yeah.
Well, I opened it up and it was a half a bottle. I was
Yeah.
so mad. I called those people up and I was mad because I'm
Yeah.
like, I thought it was a full bottle and it's okay, so you can't really see um what's in there. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? They ended up sending me two free ones, but
Yeah.
they still wasn't filled up.
Yeah, it's crazy, and especially now as things are becoming more expensive, you see companies doing that a lot, where they have the same size component or bottle, and then they fill it a little bit less and a little bit less. and it's called shrinkflation. And
Yes.
it's running rampant. And, pairing shrinkflation and hyper consumerism is diabolical. Like,
Yes.
it's that just means more plastic, less stuff for your family, less of the stuff that matters, which is the inside, right?
Right.
And I don't think that companies are doing a good service to their own customers by changing things in that way. I'm glad you actually approached that company and was like, "Hey, what the heck?"
Oh,
You
I'm a queen about that because
know?
when they first came out with the what is it oh, concentrated, the
Oh yeah.
dishwasher liquid was concentrated,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, I'm getting the same bubbles I always got, and they made the container smaller. I wrote them. I was like, what do you think, people are stupid? You know what I
I think
mean?
they do think that a lot of times. I think they think that people are just going to be like, "Okay, this is what it is now," you know?
Yeah, and it's like, okay, this ain't doing nothing different than it was
Yeah.
doing when the bottle was larger.
Right.
So, so they sent me some free stuff too. But anyway, I'm just hating this trickery that
Me
they
too.
think is trickery.
I
That
agree.
ain't trickery because we all see it.
Well, that's the thing. I think people are way smarter than companies give them credit for.
Yeah,
I've noticed, you notice, you've even taken it a step further and called them up with and called them out, which I think is amazing. I'm more quiet as a consumer. I'll just never purchase from that company again.
yeah,
But both in both instances, I feel like the company is treating us like fools,
yeah,
and I'm tired. I think everyone's tired. I think you ask everyone, they've had this experience and they're all tired.
yeah. I mean, it's like it's horrible. And now, not to get off the subject, now they got biochemical ingredients in the
Yeah,
food, which I'm really pissed off about. And I'm sure they've been feeding it to us, but now they
no.
have to put it on the label. So it's something I can't unsee.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of different things out there that are questionable for sure.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But anyway, let's talk about greenwashing and
Okay.
how you debunk that. What is greenwashing in the beauty industry?
So for me, greenwashing is not telling the truth, kind of painting a different truth over a situation. So for my company, we're not perfectly natural or perfectly sustainable, and we tell our customers the truth about why we make different decisions, you know. But if you're a company that makes decisions and then tries to convince everyone that you're perfectly green, I take a lot of issue with that because I think that, again, you're treating the customer like they're an idiot and that they can't make their own judgment given a series of reasoning and valid points behind the scenes. So I see greenwashing a lot where, you know, I don't know, naturally derived is one of those things. Like naturally derived does not mean natural. And I think when you position it that way, you don't tell people what that really means, that it's not, you're not doing right by your customers. And there's a lot of instances of that where you see it in beauty or in food. You see it everywhere. In
Yeah.
clothing. You see it a lot in clothing too.
Yes. Yeah. So it seemed like once one company get away with it, then
Yeah.
everybody jumps on board. Oh, we could do that too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
It's
now,
the
go
it's
ahead.
the lie. It's the lie that's greenwashing. It's not a lie if you make decisions and you lay out the information for people. And I think that's the big difference.
Yes, yes. And it's working from integrity.
Agree.
It's working from integrity, which
Yeah.
is so lost now.
You know.
I mean, it's like, is it even still in the dictionary? Because I mean, and that's important, as a
Yeah.
business owner, you and a consumer, you know
Right.
how you feel when you've been lied to. I mean, just like my incident with the little washer bead, I was so angry. As soon as I opened that up, I was cussing up a storm. I was like, no, you didn't. So it's
Yeah.
not a happy moment.
No, I know. And I think more often than not, people are frustrated with that happy moment of buying something new being ripped from them because they're disappointed. You
Yes,
know,
absolutely.
we all work so hard for our money, and money is getting more and more scarce as the economy is changing, and it doesn't feel like it's changing for the better. It feels like, we all need to hold on to our money harder. And here we are having these companies sell us things that leave us disappointed and duped and angry. And it makes me very, very sad.
Yes, and I'm already loving you because of the integrity that you're showing in your company. And to
Thank you.
me, that is the most important thing.
Well, it's so much easier to tell the truth than to lie.
Yes, it is.
Like, I think it's way harder to keep up with a lie than it is to keep up with the truth,
Yes, you're
you know?
absolutely right. You can always say the truth the same way every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to trip up on things if I have been true the whole time. But
Exactly.
you see that a lot with companies where they're kind of cornered, and they say something and then they're put in backed into a corner by a customer that really wants an answer to something, and then they're kind of, dancing around the truth a little bit. And so
Yeah.
it's easier to just tell the truth from the beginning, a truth that people, question a lot with my products is that we use a very clean synthetic fragrance. We also have fragrance free. And, it's kind of historically everyone wants essential oils, but what I learned about many things, like I learned a lot of things about essential oils, but what I learned was that a lot of times the oils or the plants are cold pressed with pesticides.
Mhm.
And so you don't know, it depends on the farming practices, but you don't know sometimes when you get a batch that's come from different farms, like whether they've been pressed with pesticides or not. And that doesn't show up on your ingredient list.
Right.
So sometimes people hear like all natural essential oils, they're like, great. But what I know about essential oils is that sometimes they have questionable sourcing, whether that's the pesticides or whether the farmers are not treated well or the soil's not treated well. There's a lot of things that go on there. And then, it might also be that, the essential oils are full of allergens. So I know with like synthetic fragrances, really clean ones held to a very high standard, although they sound like chemicals, they are regulated, they are monitored, they are always the same. So it's not like you get a different farming batch when you use synthetics, and science takes a lot of the allergens out, which is amazing. So that's one of those things where I get called a greenwasher for that. And I'm like, I'm not, I'm telling you the truth. Like, this is why I made this decision. And there's plenty of other brands that I love that go essential oils, and like, good for them. This is the route I made, and this is the route I would take for myself and for my children.
Okay. And that's a lot said right in itself.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a lot said in itself because if you're going to use your own products, that means on you and your family,
Yeah.
there ain't nothing else to say about it.
Yeah, I know. Well, isn't it? Didn't you ever hear that like a lot of the tech CEOs, they don't let their kids have iPhones? They don't let their kids have
I know.
iPads. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
just like
okay.
the Campbell soup guy recently.
Oh yeah. Gosh, that was so big. It's completely slipped my brain. The Campbell soup guy, right? He's like, it's not even food. You
Right.
know?
Exactly. Exactly. So it's like, and that's wrong. And that
I
means that they
agree.
only care about the money. That's all they care
I
about.
know. I
They,
know. And caring about the money is one thing, but caring about money at the expense of people's health and their experience is another thing. And it's just unbelievable how much you see that right now.
yes, you ain't never lying. I'm telling you. And, because I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm one of them people. I tell the truth. It's easier for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm from New Jersey. We kind of are pretty upfront.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not call a spade if it's a spade. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And you might not like it, and sometimes it may not always come out right,
Right.
but it's the truth,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I totally.
And I don't know any other way to be.
Right.
Because I know I'm gonna forget a lie. I already know. I'm gonna forget that with the
Yeah.
quickness. So I'm gonna be caught quickly. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. This is this. I love you already, honey, Kate.
Yeah, this has been fun. I like a lot of laughter. It's
Yes, indeed. Because I mean, it's funny, but it's sad in the same breath.
I know, I
Because
know.
you can't trust anything there you buy.
I agree. And that's why advertising doesn't work. Like there's all this talk in advertising, like why aren't people trusting ads anymore? It's like because you ruined it for people. You
Yes.
abused customers for so long that they don't trust anything. They don't want anything to do with anything that they can't touch and feel themselves anymore.
Yes, you're so right. So the products that you provide in your company, can you just give us an idea what they are?
Sure. So I have a shampoo bar. It's one of the biggest ones on the market, and it's meant for people who need to shower more often. So think if you are a runner, or if you work in a daycare, you're a nurse, you work in a restaurant, you're a doctor. I mean, like there's so many different instances where you need to shower more often.
Mhm.
And especially with type 4 hair, like you're not everyone has a wash day every day, but if you needed to because of your job, dip is gentle enough to use every single day. And then the conditioner bar is it's kind of fun. It's like my middle finger to the beauty industry. So the conditioner bar will replace for me 12 tubes of really expensive conditioners. So it saves me around $500 a year. And it can replace your conditioner, your leave-in conditioners, for many people, curl creams, and it will last someone a very long time. So, if anyone's listening that has curly hair, it's pretty amazing. You can just bring the dip conditioner bar with you to travel, or when you go swimming, you could dip it in water, run it down your hair, and you can air dry and go, even with type 4 hair.
Okay, okay. And you use no plastics.
Nope, there's a few little bits and bobs of plastic in the line, like, for we a lot of our customers are surfers, so we have a hairbrush. We used to have a wooden hairbrush, but the wood would splinter if people were brushing their hair with wooden bristles. So we did a plant-based, more sustainable plastic. At the end of the day, it's still plastic, and the packaging says right on it, like imperfectly sustainable. Like this, if you already own a brush, you do not need to buy this, you know? So I'm like trying to be as honest as possible with the population, but I think people like that, you know? I
They
think they like to see something like that. I'm like, oh yeah, like I already have a brush. I don't need to buy a brush again, you know? And so another thing that we have is an enzyme spray, and that's in a plastic bottle, but those plastic bottles were from a brand that went under. And so I bought all of this brand's old plastic bottles, and they're dead stock essentially. And I filled them with an enzyme spray, which is a shower in a bottle. And what's so cool of that is for people that have protective hairstyles or braids or locks, you can spray the enzyme spray, and it will clean your hair. Unlike dry shampoo, which kind of masks oil, this actually cleans.
okay, okay. So how can people get your products?
Sure. So they can go to dipalready.com. And if you go there and you don't believe me, you're like, okay, shampoo lady, like I don't trust you. Like nobody trusts anyone anymore. And you can go to the store locator and you can see if there's a retailer nearby that sells dip. And the reason I tell people to do that is one, small stores need our help, but two, the stores that we work with are independent retailers, so they've tried the product, they know a lot about it, so you can ask questions directly to the store owner about what's right for you and what isn't right for you. And so yeah, dipalready.com, and then it's also at dipalready on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, okay. Wow. I'm loving you. I just keep saying that because honestly, it means a lot when people are honest.
Well, it's so funny. It's just easier. I don't know, like I don't know why more people don't do it, or business owners don't do it. Like I don't know what they're scared of. People are way angrier if you lie to them than if you just tell them the truth. Like like with that brush, for example, our customers want less plastic, but like they also don't want a wooden brush that's going to splinter their scalp. So like we found an in-between plastic that lasts way like less time on Earth. It
Hmm.
takes it faster to degrade, and like that was our medium, and we explained it to people, and they're happy with it, you know? Um, I don't know why people just don't tell more truths.
I don't need that. And I'm in the IT space, and a lot of times, like when the system will go down, they
Yeah.
want us to tell the users a lie. And I'm like, I can't do
Why?
that. Why?
People can handle it. People can
They
handle the truth.
can.
Like treating people like they can't handle the truth is why we get like the Karens. You know, like it's why people are like that because once someone finds out they've been lied to, they go ballistic.
Yes, they
And
do
myself
every time.
included. I get so mad. Like, why didn't you treat me like I'm an intelligent person, company? Like, treat me like a
Right.
human being. Don't treat me like something that is just kind of shrugged off.
Yes, exactly. Or the other thing that companies do, they make it your fault. Like you
Oh,
did
yeah.
something wrong. I'm like,
Yeah.
hold up. No, I didn't
There's
do
a lot of
anything.
that.
A whole lot of that. So then you rethinking your position, because they're making you think you did something wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of that, and it's
Uh,
crazy.
yes, a whole lot of that. It's horrible. But anyway, I got so much for you today. Okay. We talked about the greenwashing, and you also talked a little bit about the independent refill shops.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I like is that you are supporting local businesses
Yeah.
because local businesses are always personable,
Always.
always personal.
Hmm.
And it's like when you buy from a small business, soon as they get that sale, they doing the happy dance.
It's exactly right. And I think they deserve it.
They do.
Standing standing in a store, you know, investing in inventory and making sure that that inventory is great and they've curated it for you. Like every store is like a museum of the best stuff that they like, you know what I mean? And so I think it's crazy to not respect and not shop in your town with the people that are in your community that you're shoulder to shoulder with in your own community.
Yes, and you're so right. You're so right. And it's important, because a lot of love, sweat, and
Yeah.
tears went into that product.
Totally. Totally. You know, whether you're shopping at an in like a local, you know, restaurant or bar or whether it's a something, a candy shop or I don't know, like I love refill stores, so refill stores like a clothing store, like those people are part of your community most likely and they pay the taxes that make your company or your community thrive. And I think people forget that when they're just adding to cart on Amazon.
Yes, and you get to meet the owner.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never, nobody knows. I mean, we go to Walmart,
Hmm.
the owner ain't never coming to the store. Get
It's true.
that. Never,
Yeah,
ever, ever.
I know. It's crazy. It's not that it's crazy, it's that we went through a period where we forgot about community. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
And and I think we need to repair that as like a species. Like
yes.
I think the human species needs to remember that we all need each other and everything we do impacts each other. Instead, we kind of shifted over to like, I'm going to do what's best for me all the time only. And I don't know if that's the right way to approach a life, you
Well,
know?
the situation today is
Hmm.
showing us we need community.
We need community. Our children need community. Our mothers need community. Our teachers need community. Our firefighters, literally every piece of a neighborhood needs each other.
Yes, and unfortunately I know the difference because I was raised by a village.
Me too.
So we've been there. We know a lot
Yeah.
of these, excuse me, young people now, they don't know that.
they don't know it, but they want it. And I think that that gives me hope. Like they're starting to form their own communities. They're starting to get rid of social media. They're starting to be like, hey, I'm taking my blinders off. I'm looking at what's in front of me in real life. And I've been seeing that a lot, especially in like the sustainable community. People are getting together again. They're playing board games again. They're doing clubs again. Like all of these things that, I think COVID did a lot of damage. I also think the
Yeah,
iPhone has done a tremendous amount of damage to people, socially. And I'm really excited to see people become, prismatic and human again. Um, it makes
yeah,
me really happy. I don't know.
I know. That's how we were raised. It was
Yeah.
human interaction.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes I wish I had my old pager again. Sometimes I hate this cell phone.
I
It's
hate the cell phone. It
pain.
interrupts me all day, every day. And I don't know if we were supposed to do that. We were supposed to kind of sit in a field and wonder sometimes,
Yeah,
and just hang out with our friends and chatter. And instead we're in those situations and then we pick up our phones so often that we're interrupted I think it steals a lot of joy from people.
it does. Absolutely does. Uh,
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about marketing, how marketing should empower women.
Oh man. It's another question of truth, right? Like, should your marketing be people pretending to be your customers, be people paid to say that they like your stuff, or should your marketing be actual people who love your stuff and then you showcase actual paying customers. So many brands go with that first version where they pay people to say they love your products, and it kind of creates this cloud of this product is great. We decided to not do that, so we don't put people on our feed, on our social feed, unless they have paid for the product. And you can't be an ambassador of our company unless you have paid for the product and have used it for a cycle, So, because the end of the bar is something to learn, The beginning of a bar is great, but like at the end, you have to love the end of it too, you
Yes.
know? So it's better to have ambassadors out there that really understand the full life cycle of your product, that really champion it and still want to talk about it instead of having people that are just paid to say they like it.
Yes, and you're so right. You're so, and I'm not sure if the good you have you heard of the Good Feet store?
No.
Well, anyway, they seem like they do that.
Yeah.
They at least if they're not doing it, they're very convincing that they are.
Yeah.
They have real live people talking about the product, and sometimes they be in tears, and they look like everyday people,
It's amazing.
and it makes a difference.
It does. I think again, it's respecting your customers, or your future customers. Like I think customers can tell when someone hasn't purchased and when someone has purchased and is talking about it. I think people can tell when they read a review whether that was an actual review or that was a paid review, you know?
Yes, you're right. Because when I go through the reviews on Amazon,
Hmm.
the really long ones,
Oh yeah.
they real.
I know. Yeah.
Because they'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the product.
Yeah, it's true.
So those I pay close attention to for sure. Wow. So let's talk a little bit, and we talked a little bit about supporting the community,
Yeah.
because everybody's running to Amazon and Target and all these different places that don't care nothing about you.
Right.
And it's when you go in these stores, you don't get that feeling like
Hmm.
you get when you go into a mom and pop shop.
I agree. Yeah.
You just don't get that feeling at all. And
No.
apparently you are loved because I saw on your bio where you've been honored in a lot of different organizations. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. I think the one I'm the most proud of is in last year, a year and a half ago now, in 2024, I was awarded Mompreneur of the Year in New Jersey. And that was a really really big one, because being a mother is hard and being an entrepreneur is hard. And putting those two things together is like ultra hard. And having some sort of recognition when, a lot of your life feels strange. Like running a business is weird. And then, packing lunches and doing school pickups and all these other things also weird, but they both pull different sides of your brain apart. And I really loved, and I was very honored and shocked. I actually thought it was a scam when they told me I won. I was like, I didn't think it was real. I was like, get out. No, I was really, really proud of that. And I honestly, that was a big accolade. The products have won best hair care, and the shampoos won best shampoo for curly hair. And I mean, those things are very, very exciting. But like honestly, recognizing just the work that we do as my full team now, I have a full team, which is crazy. That has been the best.
Yes, yes, yeah. And I know your team loves you.
My team is great.
Yeah, because
I couldn't, I couldn't,
honesty.
I couldn't do it without them. I
Yeah,
honestly like my team is almost, I'd say, more important than I am sometimes, like they are. I mean, I've been working with two of the people on my team since the very beginning. And Dip wouldn't be anything without the people that work behind the scenes. Like I get all the credit, but they work with me and it's wonderful.
yes, yes, indeed. Wow. This has been very refreshing, Kate.
Oh, thank you.
Very refreshing because to talk to somebody that sees the value in honesty, that's a
Mhm.
rare thing. That's
Yeah. I
very
don't,
rare.
is it rare though? People like honesty, right?
They
Is
like
it
it, but they don't
they don't
practice it.
they don't dish it out?
A lot of
They
times,
expect honesty, but they don't dish it out. I got it.
yeah, especially in business,
Yeah.
they give you they build it up to something great, but then
Yeah.
once you get into it, it
Yeah.
ain't as great as they said.
Well, honesty can be scary, right? Like when you're making a decision, like certainly the fragrance decision upsets a lot of people. But it would upset me more if I was someone who's like, I don't want any kind of synthetic fragrance at all. And you're telling me they're safe and I don't buy it. And like going back and forth like that. But it's like, no, you know, here's the why. I might lose you as a customer, but I want you to know why. And also, we make fragrance free for everything in the line, because I understand why someone wouldn't want synthetic fragrance. Do you know what I mean? It's a
Yeah,
very human thing to want to be one, open the conversation, right, as a company, and then also, to accept the fact that your products are not going to be for everyone.
yes, yes. Just like us people,
Yeah,
everybody don't like us.
that's
We got
true.
people that like us and we got people that don't. So
Yeah.
it should be the same way with your product. I mean, you're gonna get that.
Anyone that's been to a bachelorette party knows you can't please everyone.
So true. So true. Kate, again, how do we get the products?
Sure, you go to dipalready.com. And then again, I'm going to tell you to check out that store locator. On the store locator, you're going to find surf shops, refill stores, and hair salons. And so those are the three places that we sell dip. All of those store owners and salon owners have tried it, so you can talk to them. And if you want to just follow online at Dip Already on Instagram is the best spot.
Okay. Well, this has been an awesome conversation to say the least.
Thank you.
And I am so honored to know somebody that really, really values integrity because it's getting so scarce now. You just don't know. And,
It's hard.
yeah, it really is hard. And business is even harder. And,
Yeah.
I'm one of them kind of people. If I can do it, I can do it. If I can't, I can't. If it's
Yeah.
new, I'm gonna say this is a new product that I'm implementing, and use sort of my test project, so to speak. So, but I'm gonna do my very best to make it work for the both of us.
Yeah.
And that's being straight up instead of saying, well, I can do this and I can do that, and I don't know if I can do it or not.
Yeah, you want to overpromise. You don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, right?
Right,
You want
exactly.
to underpromise and overdeliver. That's we try and do that too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I am blessed to have met you, Miss Kate, and
Likewise.
I'm probably going to be thinking about you the rest of the day because you are very rare to be able to have conversation with somebody that really, has products and they like, well, we don't have this in there, so, but we do have this if that meets your liking. So that's really great to hear. So I really appreciate you taking time out to meet with me today, and you absolutely made my day.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking time out and sharing your audience with me. So thank you so much.
You're so welcome. And audience, as always, we love you too. Okay. Thank you so much.